that done. But unfortunately, just look at what we are seeing. You see, we don't want it to look as if we are just complaining and complaining and complaining. But one thing we can assure Mr. Speaker is that we shall continue to fight until he understands that this is a house that every member must be given space. You were there when we were debating the Gitmo 2. Are you really happy the way he was conducting things? Members get up. You participate in the debate. Speaker does not participate in the debate. He was participating in the debate. Such an important thing. He said he was going to allow only 2 people to speak. We decided that fine. You want 2 people to speak, let them have the space. Even when a member, Honorable Mama Yaga, was reminding him that this is the only platform that ordinary citizens of this country can express themselves without being held, he will not bite. You see, we are worried. We are worried. And look, we left because we thought that, one, he should have allowed our leader to exhaust the case that he was, because he was citing Supreme Court rulings. He wouldn't let that happen. Even the majority leader himself was saying that, look, you are just carrying the business without even consulting me. Ministers are there to answer questions. Members have their questions needed to be asked. You just order the business the way that you, the one sitting, suits you. Our standing orders do not allow that. And we are really very saddened. We are saying that the constant neglect by the Speaker to ignore and disrespect the minority. Look, with a greater respect, yes, he could be the age of our parents or some of us. But you should remember, some of the members behind us are older than him. And those of us who lead, we take the age of the seat. So he should stop looking at us as if some small boys that are talking to him. With a greater respect, we came, both the minority leader and myself, we came to this house with him. In 1995, we were all in this, 2005, we were all in this house together with him. He left and he came to meet us, and we are still here. Give us the respect that those who lead the minority. You should know, we are the official minority, the opposition in this country. If we cannot have enough space to even air our views, what business have we? Our notice is that we shall continue to demonstrate, to insist, to work out, to do whatever we can to let the Speaker understand that the chamber is for members of parliament, and it is for members of parliament to express their view. We are really very saddened with what's happening. And therefore, that is the reason why we work, because he won't allow our leader to finish making his submission. And then he referred the thing to committee. What committee to do what? What's wrong with that decision? What's wrong with the decision? That's everything. Since you came as a reporter in this house, have you ever had a motion moved and seconded, not debated, even the issue itself has not been boiled? You say you refer to committee. To go and do what at committee? What are you referring to a committee? That test? Please. So that amount to gagging, definitely. And when our leader is up, you even let him finish his submission. You go ahead to rule and you ignore him and decide to say that other people are don't do. You are determining the business. So carry the house. So what will it take for you to return? Well, if you continue the sad thing is that tomorrow we are rising. We will continue to put our case before him, before the general public, and we'll continue to do this. He should not think that we are going to stop today or tomorrow. We will put the necessary pressure until he changes. Yes. Thank you very much.
The house is not for me.
Parliamentary proceedings for today, and then relate to other earlier events. Let me place on record that we have taken this action to protest against the conduct of the Speaker in referring a motion to a committee of Parliament, a motion which have not been debated, and a motion for which no decision have been taken. This is a house governed by procedure and a house governed by rules and the standing orders. Nowhere, and I challenge you to peruse the standing orders and give us basis and justification for the referral. We had initially signaled that we wanted to raise a constitutional objection to the motion, referring to a Supreme Court ruling in the matter of Ndebugri versus the Attorney General, and two others, where it was decided by the Supreme Court, even though on a matter relating to natural resources, that once Parliament gives approval, the matter now is in the realm of the judiciary once there is a contract in force, and that the matter is in the realm of the executive. We had raised this constitutional objection, one, to seek proper interpretation of Order 93.3, whether any member of Parliament can wake up any day and want to rescind an action of a previous Parliament. We were demanding, and you recall, I relayed to you a few days ago that we wanted to know the position of President Dankwa Nana Akufo-Addo on this particular transaction, because there are obligations and responsibilities and there are consequences. The matter the Civ Parliament considered was referred to it by the executive. We have since not had answers to it. The Speaker was not prepared to interpret the standing orders, even though he is vested with authority to do so. More importantly, even as I was on my feet and I referred to the Ndaburi versus the Attorney General and two others, he did not allow me to refer to the particular quote. He only responded to a point of order by the Honorable K.T. Hammond and again went into his bizarre conclusion on the matter. Under the circumstance, we have no option than to protest the manner in which he is endangering parliamentary democracy and its practice. The other day, it was about questions, and I'm challenging the Ghanaian public and the media and persons who are familiar with parliamentary work and the Hansard to go into the records. Everywhere, the minority must have its say, not its way. I've been in parliament long enough, both in opposition and government, have our way, but we will jealously protect and demand that our right of say is respected, because that's why every country has a government, but it's only democracies that have opposition. And the opposition, to manifest and tolerate dissent, you need to hear the minority. And I'm referring you to even when the Speaker denied me an opportunity of a supplementary question. He said just one. And he's referring to that day to rule on his own fair rule. Go back to the Hansard. The Honorable Chairman in minority had 5, 10, sometimes exceeding that as supplementary question. We are being denied this opportunity, and it means that a future minority party may be denied same. We think that our democracy is evolving, and the Speaker of Parliament must respect the minority and allow the minority to have its say. Remember that the exercise of the parliamentary question is an instrument of oversight, and throughout our democratic history, it is known and established that the majority party is not interested in oversight because of the embarrassment it brings to government. Therefore, it becomes a minority function. So therefore, if you look onto your right and no member of the majority is willing to answer a question, then you have equalized saying that the minority have had enough. That will not be an action in fairness. So I'm compelled to explain that his ruling on the matter of a supplementary question begs the issue of respecting the minority having its say and weakens the right and the power of parliamentary oversight using the instrument of a question. And I'm challenging you, you can even speak to Honorable Chairman directly, whether he did not have his day as minority leader in respect of supplementary questions. He did. I'm being denied the opportunity today, the minority is being denied the opportunity, and a minority tomorrow may be denied the opportunity. We want to resist that, and we want to send a loud message to the Speaker that he's father of the House, he's chairman of the House. He needs to carry everybody on board. Now, just on matter of AMERI, and for the record, our boycott is not because of an AMERI motion, but its admissibility and the way he is disrespecting the rules and the standing orders. How can you refer a motion to a committee of parliament? A motion which has not been debated, a motion for which there is no decision, and a motion for which the minority is raising a constitutional legal objection. The Supreme Court ruled, and we know, we are not saying that if they have questions on AMERI, they should not interrogate it. We think that the appropriate forum is the court, because there is a contract in force, there are responsibilities and obligations. Any person who is unhappy about it, and remember, equity does not aid the indolent. The same person moving the motion slept on it, seconded on the motion, but if you have any issue of misrepresentation or fraud on the contract, go to the court, question it, and ask the courts to set it aside. We are also warning against a precedent. Must we also go into the record and pick any contract which was approved by Parliament in 2008 and ask one of our members to move a motion for a rescission? We will not be respecting the sanctity of contracts and will undermine investor confidence in our country. Whatever it is, let the president exercise what his wish is on the deal. But certainly to use Parliament, we think it's an inappropriate forum to do so. We thank you.
How long would this
So
protest
refer to
take?
20th May 2015. I have no further comment. Thank you.
How long
You
would the
can
protest
refer
take?
to-
How long?
Oh, we are back to do business tomorrow, but just to protest his conduct for today. And then the earlier one, when he denied us the opportunity to follow up a question at the level of supplementary that has been given to previous minority leaders. The Honorable Bagbin had his share, Che Mensah had his share. We have been denied it.
So that's the minority leader, Haruna Idrisu, there addressing the media. We are expecting a counter press conference anytime soon from the majority side, and as well comment from Katie Hammond, the Adansia Sukwa MP, whose motion actually triggered all of this. We will bring that to you subsequently.